In earlier life, I chaired at one time the Round Table for Sustainable Development, which was a UK version of the Stakeholders for Sustainable Development, and I've also been an advisor to a parliamentary committee on sustainable development. I'm not trying to give you a complete CV. I'm illustrating the point that there are a lot of different ways of cutting this particular cake and making institutional arrangements to support the promotion of sustainable development. And I think there may even be a case for shuffling the pack from time to time. And we've just been discussing in my working group how we can make sure that the Ombudsman is strong enough to resist pressures that may arise if it says unpopular things from being immediately abolished. So it needs to be entrenched to some degree. Nevertheless, there's also grounds for changing the furniture from time to time in most countries so as to bring new ideas, new life into the institutional arrangements. And we have here in our afternoon's panel representatives of 4 other ways of cutting this particular cake. So we have first Robert Neal, who is the Commissioner for Sustainability and the Environment, not for the whole of Australia, but for the Australian Capital Territory in the heart of Australia, who does things, I'm delighted to say, not just commenting on what other people do, but makes things happen for the environment and sustainability. Then we shall have perspectives from Canada from Julie Galfand, who is in the audit office and is pursuing the audit route for promoting sustainability and assessing whether bodies are making their right contribution to the sustainable development objectives of the government. Then we're going to have from Dr. Valerie Wilms, who's in the Parliamentary Advisory Council on Sustainable Development, and I know, as I've been part of a peer group reviewing Germany in recent years, that Germany has a very good set of institutions at the moment for advancing sustainability, including a strong parliamentary body, but also including a very prestigious multi-stakeholder council for sustainable development. And those two together help to keep the government on the right path towards sustainable development. And then we're going to hear from Dr. Marcel Szabo, who is in the group of ombudsmen for Hungary and looks after future generations. So 4 different ways of institutionalizing pressure to take account of future generations and advance sustainable development. We're going to try and keep this session as the previous one to 10 minutes or so for each speaker, so that we don't fill up 2 hours with the presentations that we're all about to make, and we fill up about 1 hour, and then we'll have an hour left for gathering the threads together from the whole day, not just from this session. So, thank you.